Hey, greetings, brothers of the Eastern Region. It's your Eastern Regional Director, Brother Bro Solwazi, here with another installment of the Bigger and Better Business Eastern Regional Spotlight. This evening I'm on site at a pop-up location with one of my favorite clothing lines. Excuse me for not being business dressed, but I'm dressed for the business in which I'm going to be hanging out with this evening. I'm here with the Soap Boys, as I call them. They got the soap clothing line. It's going real well for them. I don't know if you brothers know, but they part of the fraternity right out of Delta Zeta chapter, Norfolk State University. Devon Henry's own. One of y'all is LB, right? Well, yeah. Ricardo LB, and he's had a hand in some of the others, I'm sure. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and then we're gonna get into a little bit about what the apparel game is like and what it's like pushing clothing, which is a different business that brothers are a really lucrative business for those who do well in it. And you may think the game is saturated, but they found a niche and an arena in the game to exist, in which we're going to talk about a little bit, that really makes them stand out amongst the crowd. So we're going to start right here. Ricardo, introduce yourself.
Ricardo James, creative director here at soapclothing.com. Delta Zeta chapter, Fall 98.
Ron Bell, managing partner of business development, Delta Zeta chapter, also spring 2000. And I think that's it, right?
Ron Davis, what am I, creative, it's my what's position? He did creative partner, managing partner, and marketing. Yeah,
do a bit of everything.
We do a little bit of everything.
As you
also
see,
Fall 98,
right.
Number 9, Delta Zeta chapter. Yeah.
As you see, when you on the ground up, you do everything, so you don't really know what titles on your business card. So let's talk about how we got to the point of some of the groundwork that was laid for this to be soap clothing. What is the idea for soap? Let's talk about the name first, because that's wild. I got soap on my t-shirt. That's wild, and it's catchy at the same time. It's different but catchy at the same time.
That was the initial idea of it. Something simple, that you can gravitate to. When you hear it, it's like, okay. Most people obviously think it's an acronym. First thing that comes to their head, they think it's an acronym. You get that question asked a lot.
Okay.
It's not an acronym. Now, I've heard some quite interesting acronyms out there, but we're going to stick with it is an acronym right now.
It's just soap and soap.
It's just, but when you think of soap, you think of the idea of getting fresh, getting clean.
Absolutely.
And that's the whole basis of it. A brand of fresh wear is
right.
Our slogan for it.
Which is where the duck comes in, because usually you're in the tub with the rubber duck, taking the bath. The duck makes sense. Okay.
So when people think about soap, they usually think about getting clean and getting fresh, as you said. So our clothing line is designed to be simple, clean, and fresh.
Okay.
Not over the top, nothing gaudy, anything like that. Simple, clean, and fresh.
That's soap. We say to ourselves, I want to have a clothing line. It costs money to start clothing lines. I'm not into the apparel game. I know a little bit about it. I know if you're doing jeans and things like that, you need molds, and that could be in the thousands to get that stuff done, for people to lay out a scheme for you, or what your process going to look. Can you give brothers an insight of what it costs to get a startup like this going, and what is the initial investment that you have to look at and get into the apparel game?
I mean, you ain't really got to start with so much. Like with us, it started with t-shirts and hats. You can start off just like that. So t-shirts, hats, like you can say, okay, I'm going to pay this much for a t-shirt, and then you get some print on it. You can pretty much start with $500.
Wow.
And then just print some shirts up, see if people like it. Make a website. I'm pretty sure you can make your own website.
They got free websites.
Yeah, they got free websites now. You can go out there, do that, and do some research and try to get some people under you already doing it right now, so you don't have to make the same mistakes other people make.
Gotcha.
Like you said, like
so
going
you're networking with other people in the game.
And then on top of that, like you said, don't go out and try to teach jeans, button-up shirts and all that. Say let's do one thing at one time. So start off with this t-shirt, learn the process first. So, because the thing about it is you're going to have to do like wholesale pricing going in that, because let's say your shirt costs $5 to make, you got to get a wholesale price for that, so you got to make money too. So your wholesale price would be, let's say, $15.
Gotcha.
You got to get your price up, so that's $10 and $15, and the retail price might be $35 or $32
Absolutely.
t-shirt. So everybody making a profit.
And when he
That's how
talk
it
about when Ricardo talk about wholesale, he talk about what the actual vendor is gonna sell him the actual blank T-shirt for that he got to get made, correct?
No,
the other way.
no, the other way.
The other
That's
way.
it. So I guess I could go on to this. So if I'm doing the wholesale, say you got a retail store,
Right.
and I want to sell my shirts to you,
There you go.
my wholesale price to you is $15.
For getting them in bulk.
Give them in bulk. So let's say you get 12 my T-shirts.
I get them 12
Yeah,
for
for
$15
$15
a piece.
But
Then I
on your
sell them
reach,
for
you sell them
$35
for
a piece.
35.
Yeah.
There you
Correct.
go.
Yeah, it is.
So y'all follow how that works. So they the distributor. We all understand distribution. They supply the connect, which is the store that you walk in to actually buy sold clothing.
Everybody has their overhead.
Everybody has, and that's up to y'all. Leave that up to the individual retailer of what they.
Yeah.
Now, do you, as the owner of the soap label, do you put a cap on what a retailer can sell your product for?
I mean,
Right.
I mean, you can't really. You tell them the suggested
It's
retail.
suggested,
Yeah, that's
the
it.
MSRP,
Yeah.
suggested
Retail price.
But out of all honesty, that's up to the business owner who owns the store. Once they buy your product, they can then sell it for what they feel, whatever profit line they want to clear, right?
But if they want to make themselves, then they make sure it's competitive, so they won't have their price higher than another store.
Gotcha. I understand. Okay, so that makes sense. So we got to the point to where we got the soap clothing line together, and you started with T-shirts and hats exclusive.
Yes.
So at what point of growth did you decide that we're going to go in another avenue?
Go ahead.
It's like the Ethiopian. Yeah?
Well,
did I call it?
ultimately, the idea
Yeah.
is to expand. We want to get to a point to where
Yeah, no,
we recognize the grocery store, whether it's in other retail stores or whether we're doing our own actual store itself. And it's all the growth process. So I guess the answer to that would be basically, just expanding ideas and other ways to get the product out there.
Okay.
Like you said, we started with the hats, shirts and hats. The idea is to get the name recognized. So we started doing different things like today, hosting, the pop-up shop.
And that's a new thing in the game. The pop-up shop is very new to what people are doing to the apparel. It takes away the storefront brick and mortar that we used to.
Right.
You don't have to have a big capital investment to build a building and things of that nature. You can pick a day or 2 or 3 and say you're going to run your clothing line for that day, and people meet you at a certain spot to buy it. Explain how the pop-up shop and other new trends have been innovative in making soap clothing very profitable.
Well, it gives our customers the opportunity to come out to meet us, to like in this facility or in this venue, to sit down, have a good time, to drink, to eat, as well as purchase some of our items. So we have hats today, we have our T-shirts, we have some sweatshirts, so they can come and they can touch and feel our products, and that's the thing that they can't do when it's online. They can't touch and feel it. They see it, they can't really size it up to their bodies, anything like that. So that's a good thing about the pop-up shop. You get to build a rapport with customers, as well as giving them the opportunity to see, touch, and feel your product.
And then it just ain't about us. So it's other, as you know, it's other designers in there too. Like everybody's based in DC. Like we're trying to get the fashion industry in DC together, all in under one roof, and let people know like there's other people out here doing the same thing we're doing. Everybody, we helping each other out. So they might know something we won't know, or they might know a supplier that we can get our hats from cheaper, from their all the name tags and everything cheaper. So we helping each other out.
The network is continuous. That's what I was gonna say. The network is continuous. And I kind of like how you get with other designers and y'all come together and decide to do these. So even though there's competition out there, y'all are having friendly competition to kind of move everybody along.
We all have our different niche. Like
Absolutely.
the other guy we're out there with, Chris Carter, he's been in the game a little longer. He's like 10 plus years. He has more hands-on, cut and sew, but he's actually sketching his shirts out, and building
And
himself.
knowing what he wants them to look like when he take them to the soul.
So he helps us out as we get to speak to him about different things.
Wow.
He's all, he's cutting the middleman out as well. Like, so, what we
Absolutely.
get directly from him, you know what I'm saying? As well as the other company out there, Crack Clothing. They're also a new startup company. Right now they're doing hats. So we all kind of, we work together we bounce ideas off each other's love.
Right. It's like a Occupy a Pearl game. The way it
Yeah, I
comes
like that.
together.
I like that.
Yeah. So everybody is kind of have individual lanes, but you put them lanes together to kind of get the word out there to the masses. And in this day and age, and social media and things of that nature, we're doing things and purchasing, and our consumer money is happening in different ways. And the streets are wanting something different. We're tired of, Sean John Rockaway, all that's been around for a while. Everybody want to be trendy. People want their own little flavor. So, it's definitely evident in the clothing line that you brought forth that's been able to happen. So much respect to what y'all been able to do in the game. Much success to you in the future. Why don't you tell everybody where they can get in touch with Soap Clothing and support the brand at?
Okay. Soapclothing.com, Instagram, soap_clothing, and on Twitter, Soap Clothing.
Yo, this has been another segment of Bigger and Better Business, Eastern Region Spotlight, hanging out with the Soap Boys down here at Smith Commons, Washington, D.C. Bye!
You know.
This is another PBS East production. To find out more information about the mighty Eastern region of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, visit us at www.pbseast.org or on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, and Pinterest. Thank you, and have a blessed day.